I'm gonna be honest, the seasonal depression this year is absolutely coming for my throat. I've been working out every day. I am taking all of my supplements. I'm getting tons of sleep. I cut my hair 3 times in the past month. Nothing is making me feel better. I'm very uninspired, very unmotivated, and we are in a total cold snap this week where I don't even want to leave the house. So I thought there is no better time to make a change to my space, because that's what I do when I feel gross and lackluster and sad. Because I cannot cut my hair anymore. I need to do something else. Obviously this isn't actually a cure for seasonal depression, I know that, but I think just freshening up the space in here, making it a little bit lighter feeling, a little bit less dark and moody. I'm already feeling dark and moody enough. I don't really need my bedroom to be reflecting that. So what color are you painting, you might be asking? I'm going with this really pretty kind of like pale robin's egg blue color. The swatch isn't really reading that. Oh yeah, I guess that is reading blue. Like that you could see compared to the white here. I think this is gonna look gorgeous against the woodwork. I love these tones together. I don't know what this color is because it was a mistint that my mom bought for $9 at Home Depot. So it is Behr paint, but it didn't have a color on it. My God, I'm so tired. I might need to take up napping. Okay. Let's get to work. My strategy this time around painting this room is that I'm going to paint this wall that my bed is on first. I'm probably going to do 2 out of 4 walls today, at least to the second coat, and then see how far I can get on the other 2. But that's what I'm going to start with, just so that I can get like 1/2 of my room pulled out into the middle, paint it, and then have it put back by the end of the day. My bed is going to be the most inconvenient thing to move because I have underbed storage and my actual bed frame and headboard is very heavy. So that's going to be really inconvenient. I want to get that out of the way first so that I don't put it off and then inevitably just never end up painting this wall, because that is very much something that I would do. I could get this whole room done today, but I don't want to be overly ambitious because that leads to inevitable crankiness during a project for me. So as is typical with me, I did the exact opposite of what I said I was gonna do. If you've been subscribed for a while, you've probably noticed that that is a trend in my life. I got done behind me this whole wall between these 2 doors, and then I just have this corner left to do. My bedroom is like slightly hexagonal on one side, and then it has one jut out on this side. It's very annoying to paint. There's a lot of cutting in that needs to be done because it is 7 walls, not 4. So I started with this one because it was there and now I'm doing the opposite with the windows on it. This is the part of painting that I don't like, when it's just not that satisfying yet and I have to keep going. I like to just paint, especially when I'm doing this room because it is like very irregular. I like to do 1 wall at a time. So this is completely second coated. I'm just waiting for it to dry, and I'm going to do the exact same on the opposite wall. I think a lot of people think that painting is this huge chore, and yeah, it kind of is, but you don't have to take all of your furniture out of the room and drop cloth your entire floor and paint everything all at once and then put it all back. I like to just go 1 wall at a time, move everything out into the center of the room or out of the room if it's easy to carry, paint the wall, and put everything back when it's dry. It's very easy that way. You don't really disrupt anything too much, especially if you're in a small space. Like, I don't really have anywhere that I can easily put stuff outside of my bedroom aside from my hall. So currently I am in a Rubik's Cube of furniture and stuff everywhere, but when this wall's done, I can put all of this stuff back, and hopefully that will be very satisfying. Hello! I have a sinus infection. It's a few days later and I have some energy today. I spent all day yesterday in bed feeling like absolute garbage, and I feel a little bit more normal aside from everything going on in my head right now. So I thought I would just get a little bit more painting done. I have about half the room finished. I want to do at least this section here between these doors today, and then I have the whole wall that my bed is on here. That's not done yet. And then beyond these doors, there's another wall that's about maybe 6 feet wide. Is painting when you have a sinus infection probably a good idea? No. I already know that, so you don't need to tell me, okay? I'm not going to talk too much more throughout these clips because my throat hurts a lot, but it did occur to me that I had a brand new addition to my bedroom that I received as an early birthday present a few days before I started painting, and so I have some footage of me getting that and putting it in place. So enjoy that while I paint. That's enough talking. I'm in pain. This giant package, I think this is probably the biggest thing I've ever got in the mail. This is part of my 2024 is the year of hobbies vibe. This is a keyboard. I'm very, very, very excited. I don't have a stand for it yet, but I'm gonna try to makeshift something today and just see how it looks in here. I cannot wait. Keyboard looks so amazing, but I am having trouble now figuring out what else to do with my bedroom because this console table that it's on was basically the only flat surface I have in my bedroom aside from my bedside table. So now I need to figure out where to put my lighting and things like that, but I do love the way it looks. I'm so excited that I get to put this in front of a window and sit here and play piano looking out the window. I absolutely love how this color turned out. I couldn't be happier that I made this decision. I was kind of questioning it about halfway through the project. I realized that this might not be one of my impulses that I like the effect of, but it turns out I really, really needed this change, so I'm so glad that I went through with it. I live somewhere where we have 4 very distinct seasons, and in this room specifically, I have 3 windows that look in slightly different directions each. And so it's really this beautiful like panorama sort of effect of the outdoors in my bedroom. It's kind of enveloped by trees, and so you get a very different color scheme with every season. And so the colors that I use in this room, I always like for them to be very complementary to what's going on outside. And I think that this color is really fun for that. Right now, against the snow, we're actually having a bit of a snow day today, and seeing this color with the snowflakes falling down outside with everything just being covered in a blanket of white, it is so gorgeous. And the sunsets that we've been having these past few nights actually almost match perfectly to the shade that the walls are. and then mix that in with the pinks. I could not have a better view. I'm so excited to see what it looks like in the spring when all of the maple trees outside my windows start budding and they're gonna be bright lime green. I think that's gonna be such a nice combination. And then obviously in the summer with the darker, deeper greens, and then oh my god, the fall when I have bright yellow leaves filling the windows outside. What could be a better complementing duo than an icy pale blue and a really rich punchy yellow? I'm so excited to see it. I also think it did something really interesting with all of the things that I already have in this room and all of the colors that I've been using, because when I had the darker walls, I kind of felt like I had maxed out the amount of different colors and patterns I could add in here, because weirdly enough, even though I think that that color was a little bit more neutral leaning than this one, the room, since it was so dark, it kind of felt like if I added more layers, it was a little bit too like it was closing in on you. And this room has a really great opportunity to be so open and airy feeling because of the 3 windows, that I'm really glad that this feels like it plays off of that a bit more. And I think I have the opportunity to use more color and more prints and patterns in this room now. So I've already taken a trip to the fabric store. I'm thinking up a whole bunch of new kind of DIYs that I want to do, so I'll be documenting all of those. I think this is just a better base for my more kind of eclectic style. I think it allows for all of the items in here to kind of be more of the focus. Whereas before, I think also because the color was so close to tones in this woodwork, it kind of felt like the walls were the focus, as opposed to all of the things that I curate really thoughtfully for the room. So I'm really excited that hopefully all of those items can get a little bit more of a spotlight now, and I can keep designing with all of my new ideas. So thank you so much for following along. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a like down below and also subscribe so that you know every single time I post. And I will see you back here next time.